I believe that I was raised to be an invisible child in the home, not to have any needs, not to want anything, not to cause anyone else to have to change anything they're doing to recognize or validate or see me as a child. I'm not allowed to feel. And if I do feel, I'm not allowed to convey. This is not a safe channel for me to talk about it. And I didn't really understand it, and I still don't, sitting here 42 years later. The 8 years that I was in the Army, I've found it aligned with my emotional way of living. If you are needy, then you're marginalized. I'm in grad school to work with veterans, counsel mental health. The reason I'm getting into counseling was my wife was sick. She was bowling on a Wednesday night, and Saturday she was in the intensive care. Had septic shock, and the next 6 weeks were spent in the hospital. That challenged me to get counseling for the first time. I found that counseling experience very beneficial. I viewed this psychedelic therapy as another version of what could be helpful. If I don't have the time that I thought I had, and my wife almost didn't have, I definitely want to be the best that I can be without hesitation.
Congratulations, Bill, for being one of the first in the country, possibly in the world, to participate in the legal use
It's a
of
key word, right?
psilocybin.
Yeah.
When you arrive tomorrow, we'll pretty quickly head back into the session room, get you settled, and then you'll receive the medicine. When we look at this kind of medicine, it is a dilator of experience. And so eye shades on really helps going in. This is a process of surrendering. Your job during that time is to be, as much as you can, a curious observer, so with the understanding that difficult things can and will arise, but you are invited to turn towards that.
So I'll share probably the biggest thing that came up for me during the session. I was given a choice to come back or to stay.
What did that mean to you?
I felt like the choice to stay was choosing myself over others. And the choice to come back was to see or reward or love the people back that love me. My wife is very important to me. She is the rock in my life, and I decided if I can, then I want to come back and be with her. And at the same time, I also got to understand, here's what you're doing that you may or may not know that is jeopardizing what you just identified as being very valuable. And that's tied to my 8-year-old self and shutting down emotion and pushing people away and not being my full self, which was the intention. They say you don't know what you have until it's gone. In my chance, that's not true. I got to see what I have, but it's not gone. So I cheated the system, and that's absolutely cool. I asked my wife if she would like to know about it, and she said, yeah. And so we just started talking, and we talked all night. And I told her that I had the choice to stay or to come back, and I broke down. I haven't done that in a long time.
How did that feel? Gives me chills.
Are you glad you did it?
Yeah, without a doubt.
So what did it mean to you?
It was a lot. Because now you can see some things you didn't know. And I see how I've been hurting others, and how I can help, and how I can make it better, and how I can live a better life. I never thought that was possible. I'm just so fortunate that we are able to see the value in this as a medicine, and the science that is happening around it, and the way that our culture is kind of being open to and curious about this medicine. I welcome that. I don't know what the future holds, but I can't imagine it being better than what I had, but it's already so much richer. In the past 2 days, I didn't know that was possible, so who the hell knows where it'll go. It's really cool.